One, it was not that the party did not want to fill me for state seat. It is that we have to sacrifice a lot of seats also to our electoral partners like PKR and also DAP. And one of the seats that I was slotted for by party was a seat that was not eventually approved in Parliament or delineated in Parliament. So unfortunately that did not happen. So there were other choices that was proposed to me by Datuk Sri Shafi, the President. But I told him that, I'm not too comfortable with one or two of them. So there was another one that we were negotiating with, but I thought it would be a little bit far-fetched because if I had gone there, it would compromise the negotiation that we already had with our electoral partners. So we had to respect that. Eventually, we know what to do when the time comes, and trust me that Shafi and I have discussed this in depth. He is actually he always feels that I should go. He even offered me another seat just before nomination, but I still stick to my decision. That I want to make sure that the Kadazan people, the Sabahans, this time are given a very good role when we form the federal government. And of course, I would like to participate in that as well. Yeah? And the only choice for me to do that is I must never have two hearts. I must only have one focus and one heart. And that is the Kadazan people, the Sabahan people, the Pinampang people will be very well represented a day after the formation of the federal cabinet. And we pray that we will win. And when we win, we will do only the good things that we can for Sabah and for the federation.
Sabah! Sabah! Sabah!
Yep. And lose the federal? Is that your answer? Is that your question?
No, if Warisan would win, so what happens to the deputy?
There are so many Kadazans who are contesting as well. There are so many. I'm not even looking at Kadazan. I must look at it from the angle that is the deputy chief minister must be someone, irrespective of who they are, must be Sabahans who are credible and trustworthy to defend and to do what is best for Sabah.
So you're saying it's not like you're the only choice for the deputy?
Am I the only choice?
You're saying it's not?
No, it's not. Because if I was the only choice, then how could I serve the federal government if I were to be given the chance to serve when we form the federal government?
You being one of the founding members of Warisan, does it mean that something has
And being a founding member, it tells you that we have a bigger heart. I mean, I give you this. There's so many potentials who can become Chalun. Even Kak Jun, we were thinking, but there are big things we want to do for her as well, that we want her to do when we form the government. That's why we have decided that there are bigger things in play. Not only about being deputy chief minister, not only about being chief minister, but who knows, like I said to you earlier, if we make it at the federal side, why not? But even then, if there is a necessity where we have to serve the state, there are legal constitutional rights that the government have in order to invoke such position when the time comes.
What was the state seat you were rumored to contest? The state seat?
Oh, we make it no secret now, Darrel. 30 new states, Darrel. Because right there in Darrel, being a founding member of Warisan, there is a Kampung Warisan right up there. And on the west coast. If Shafi had Kampung Warisan elsewhere, he would probably go that in east coast. But there's only one Kampung Warisan in the whole of Sabah, and that is found in Darrel.
And the seats before?
Too many. Because as a deputy president, I'm privileged to go anywhere I want. But again, we are realistic because we are not stingy or we are not greedy for seats. What more, when I focus only one seat, more so parliament, Shafi more so the state, it tells you that we want to go to Putrajaya and we want to form the state government of Sabah. And if if the situation calls for us to serve the federal government, we will. At the same time, when the situation comes for Shafi to choose who is best to serve as his deputy chief minister, I don't see any problem in choosing anyone simply because we have talented people who will become young Bohormats a day or a minute after the election in 9th of May 2018.